Carol. I don't know how to sing or rap like the girls or like Janardi. I just have some good information. It's coming from Lord Chaitanya. Chaito Darpanamarjanam Palamahadavani Nirvapanam Shreyakairvachandrakavataranam Vidyavajujivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatmasnapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glories to Sri Krishna Sankirtan, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Whatever strength you're seeing from the devotees here is all coming from the Hare Krishna mantra. Whatever talent you want to perfect, whatever mood you want to be free from, whatever moods you want to attain, it's all coming from the Hare Krishna mantra. So Chaito Darpanamarjanam, all glories to Sri Krishna Sankirtan, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, which cleanses the dust from the mirror of the heart and causes the moonbeam of bhav, ecstatic, transcendental emotions to manifest in the heart. The chanting is the life of all transcendental knowledge, and it gives us a taste of the nectar for which we've always been anxious. It cleans the body, it cleans the mind, it cleans the soul. A lot of times, the word soul is bantered about with a mistake that the body is the soul and the laughter of the body is the soul. But the soul is beyond space and time, beyond birth, old age, disease, and death. Never was there a time that we, the soul, did not exist, nor in the future will any of us cease to be. We're unborn, ever existing, primeval. We're not slain when the body is slain. So we want to connect with that real self. The body undergoes so many changes: birth, growth, sustenance, giving off byproducts, dwindling, decaying, and then rebirth. But the soul is beyond all that. And how to connect with the soul? You know, yoga, I think 3/4 of you are yoga teachers or yoga practitioners. There's Nikunja, who's a yoga teacher. There's Yana, who's a yoga teacher, and so many others. But what is yoga? Yoga comes from, you know the word yoke? When you're yoking an animal, it means binding. So yoga means connecting or binding or linking our individual souls with the Supreme Soul, whose plenary portion of a portion breathes in and out innumerable universes, who's present in everyone's heart as the Super Soul, who's responsible for our forgetting and remembering. Here in the material world, you can get away with a crime, but you can't get away with the crime in the eyes of Krishna, the reservoir of all truth. That's why we suffer various miseries. I want to blame him or that thing or that situation, but it's all due to my own past activities. How can I be free from the bad reactions of my past activities? You know, even when we walk, we step on insects. We have to pay for that, unless we're walking for Krishna. So how do I get free from all that? By the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. I can sing it, I can say it. We invite you to get the books all about it, all about the glories of Krishna. Krishna means the reservoir of all pleasure, the soul of all souls. So to connect with our source, with the source of all existence, who's our best friend, who's all merciful, who's waiting for us to turn to him so that we can have a loving relationship. That's yoga. So we practice bhakti yoga, the yoga of love and devotion. Let's say you're building a house. How are you going to build the house? You want to combine the bricks. How do you combine the bricks? With cement. So how do you combine our individual, infinitesimal self with the unlimited supreme self? By the cement of love and affection. So what does that do? I was just thinking yesterday, people are afraid to be subordinate, aren't we? What if the person cheats me, exploits me? A friend of ours, Madhu Mangal, in California, he has this big, rich, fancy, well-paying job that never gives him any time off. It's a prison in the name of a fancy job. Nikunja too. So,
Subal too.
So, we're afraid to become subordinate. When we're asked to be subordinate and surrender to Krishna, no, I want my independence. But what does subordination and surrender mean? It means you're on a bike, and the bike is going 10 miles an hour. In America, it's not possible. But in India, you can grab on with your bike. You just grab on with your right or left hand to the end of a truck, and the truck is going 60 miles an hour. So you're subordinating your slow speed to the fast speed of the truck, and then you go 60 miles an hour. You sit on an airplane, you subordinate yourself, you pay your ticket, you subordinate yourself to the rules of the airplane, you sit down, and you go 3,000 miles an hour. So that's the nature of subordination, as Charu said yesterday, and gratitude to the Supreme Lord by giving us our very existence. Can I ask you to do one thing? Just imagine for 1 minute not existing. Can you all try to imagine not existing? Inconceivably bad. So, he's the source of our existence. He's the source of our happiness. He's the source of our breath. So we want to connect with him by the Hare Krishna mantra, by reading the books, by hearing the books from authorized teachers, by eating the food that's been offered to Krishna. So I hope you load up with all of that before you go. And we're going to end this with the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Is Janardhan going to do that? Or who's going to do that? No, it's over. And now we're going to be chanting together. So it's call and response. Repeat after me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare
And I
Hare.
think during the day, Malini has taught you how to dance with the kirtan, jump up and down, spin around, and main thing is put your heart in that mantra. The mantra will give you everything and satisfy all your desires.
Jai.